Spoilers, 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 spoilers. It's M20 time, baby, aka Core Set 2020. We're going to start with June 19th spoilers. Day 3 of spoilers. We've got one latecomer that apparently was from yesterday, but didn't get in on last video because it came late. We've got Mu Yanling, Sky Dancer, 1 UU, Legendary Planeswalker Yanling. 2 loyalty plus 2 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gets -2, -0, and loses flying. -3, create a 4/4 blue elemental bird creature token with flying. Elementals are big in this set, we've learned this. And then -8, you get an emblem you control with islands you control have tap, draw a card. That's pretty powerful. Drawing, 3 to 5 cards every turn. And so you start at 2, go up to 4, go to 6, go to 8, ultimate. 2, 4, 6, 8, ult. 5 turns. Okay. So you're more than likely going to be creating elemental bird tokens before you go for the emblem. But getting a 4/4 on turn 4 is pretty freaking good. I'd take that. Mu Yanling, if you don't know who she is a planeswalker that was in the World Global Series deck. I did this Global Series deck for China, and then it was legal in Standard, but only in mainland China, not Hong Kong or Taiwan. And it was this kind of set that they made a bunch of really underpowered cards, so people didn't like it, but people liked the flavor of it. So it's cool to see Yanling get back into Standard and become she was a real planeswalker before, but she was only in this really undersold, not very important, not standard legal set, and now she's in a big boy set, a big core set. She's going to be in Standard for quite a while, and that's pretty cool. So good to see Yanling getting her, real card debut. Alright, so that closes off the 18th. Let's go to today's spoilers. Scholar of the Ages, 5 UU. Holy crap, a 7-drop. It's a 3/3, so 7-drop 3/3. When Scholars of the Ages enters the battlefield, return up to 2 target instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Well, there's a lot of flicker effects in the set, so this would be a good thing to flicker, but 7 mana? I'm hoping there's a way to cheat this out a little bit faster, because 7 mana for a 3/3 that gets you 2 cards is it's just too high mana cost to play. The effect is powerful, but 7 mana is just a lot. Alright, let's go to the next one. We have this thing! Cavalier of Dawn. Okay, we had a red Cavalier last turn. Or yesterday. Now it looks like there's a white Cavalier. A 4/6 Vigilance for 2 white. When Cavalier of Dawn enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a colorless 3/3 Golem artifact creature. When it dies, return target artifact or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so kind of build around secondary ability, and then it's basically got a Beast Within on enter the battlefield. So this ability is better than you think. If you have a useless thing, you can turn it into a 3/3. If they have a really good thing, you can turn their bomb into a 3/3, and usually that's good enough, especially when you have a 4/6 Vigilance. So this is a pretty good card. I think the red one seems a little more fun, but this is a very good card. I don't know if you even need this second ability to make this worthwhile. Ooh, Cyrillic alphabet, a Russian card, Knight of the Ebon Legion. So that's a lot like Knight of the Ebon Hand, if you've ever heard that card. Creature Vampire Knight, it's a 1/2, already pretty good there. 2 and a black, it gets +3/+3 and Death Touch until end of turn. So that makes it a 4/5. Holy crap, that's solid on its own. In the beginning of your end step, if any player lost 4 or more life this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Knight of the Ebon Legion. Whoa! Okay, so I saw this card earlier today. People were noting that it counts it on the end of your step, but it says any player. So you can pay 4 life to make a Danto Vanguard be indestructible, and that counts. Also, if it deals damage, that's 4 damage, that counts. So this thing's gonna grow. This has got to be one of the best 1-drops I've seen in a long time. There's gonna be a super good black aggro deck with this. The card's awesome. Alright, we got an Italian card. Somozatore Fedele. Or Scuttlemutt. It's 3 for a Scarecrow. Scarecrows are back, baby. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap. Target creature becomes the color or colors of your choice until end of turn. Interesting. So this will play with the... Like if you've got that beetle that has protection from green, you can make their creature green and it can block it all day. Or you can tap and add 1 mana. I think just 3 mana, tap, add 1 mana of any color is going to be awesome. This is the key to Splash City. If you want to go to Splash Town, get Scuttlemutt, because that'll help you splash those big, beautiful bombs. The BBBs. Replica Magistrale. So what is this going to be, like Majestic Clone? Majestic Replicant? Masterful Replication. I was wrong. 5U. Choose one. Create 2/3/3 golems, or choose an artifact you control. Other artifacts you control become a copy of that artifact until end of turn. Okay, well, creating 2/3/3 golems at an instant is pretty powerful because you can you can double block and kill an opponent's creature. So this card will be pretty good. I don't know if there's anything that will matter for other artifacts you control become a copy of that artifact until end of turn. Maybe in Vintage you could make a sweet Time Vault deck with this, but I don't know. We'll see. Portal of Sanctuary. Pay 1, return target creature you control and each aura attached to it to their owner's hand. Activate this ability only during your turn. Well, returning a creature you control to your hand, if it's got like a good ability, is really powerful. I don't really know if I want to return creatures that I've put auras on. That's a lot of work to put into a creature to only return it to your hand, but it does keep it safe from removal, I guess. So this is one of those cards that could be really good, or it could just not have a place. Interesting to note, it is an artifact and it's 2 and a blue. So this is a blue artifact. Yeah, kind of weird. Most artifacts are colorless, but I guess colored artifacts are the new craze. Orato de Sol. Well, what is this, like Herald of the Sun? Oh! I called the translation correct. I am so proud of myself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just fluent in the Portuguese. I am not fluent in Portuguese. I speak a little Spanish. I speak no Portuguese. But I claim... I'm patting myself on the back all day for that one. 4 white for a 4/4 flying. Alright. 3 and a white, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature with flying. Interesting. It's a pretty good card, I think. And interesting note, it continues that Flyers Matter theme, which we've seen in cards like Bird Gripper, and there's another card that gives like Flyers +1/+1. Did I get the last card over here? Yep. All right, Sorin. Whoa, I thought he was frozen in stone. All right, 2 and a B for 4 mana, or a 4 loyalty card. +1. Target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. If it's a vampire, put a 1/1 counter on it. Very powerful for 3 mana. +1. Another +1, huh? You may sacrifice a vampire. When you do, Sorin deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Cool. -3. You may put a vampire creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Whoa. Are we going to see some like sweet, expensive vampires to use this -3 on? I hope so. Interesting note, you can pay 3 mana, use the -3, and put any vampire that you own or in your hand onto the battlefield to protect Sorin. So if they make a good enough vampire, this will be an awesome card. If they don't make a good enough vampire, this will be okay. Is the knight a vampire? It is a vampire knight. Okay. So yeah. Sorin with the Knight of Ebon Legion. Damn. That's going to be pretty good. Varrock, the Desecrated. This kind of reminds me of like the infection in Dot Hack, if you ever watched that. 2, black, green, blue. Legendary creature, Elemental Horror, Death Touch, Lifelink. Great combo, by the way. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Okay, so you get double enter the battle effects. That means this will be a commander staple. And it could be used in standard. It's 5 mana. It's about the top end of standard, but if there is a bug deck, this might play it. Rotting Regisaur. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. 7/6 for 2 and a black. Holy shit. 3 mana for a 7/6? God damn. Honestly, at this power, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw this as like a sideboard in Vintage or Legacy. You could Dark Ritual into Rotting Regisaur and have a 7/6 on turn 1. Whoa. This card is so powerful. How much does it cost on TCG Player? $6? Wow. You want to talk about power creep? Rotting Regisaur is power creep. I mean, I think people are going to put Rotting Regisaur and a bunch of like Madness cards together. Why not? This is insane. When you play Rotting Regisaur, attack, Rotting Regisaur double strike, you win. It's awesome. And cool art. I want 4 of these, baby. Alright, Marauding Raptor. Creature spells you can cast cost 1 less to cast. Awesome. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. So this is like a super Enrage enabler. Enrage is from like a couple sets ago. Like Ixalan. But this is excellent for Enrage. Also, it's a little bit of a Heartless Summoning thing where creatures you cost 1 less to cast. So Rotting Regisaur is only a 2 mana card now. Pretty good. Fry. I love that art, by the way. 2 dead chicken legs. Sweet. Spell can't be countered. Cool. 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker that's white or blue. Ooh, another colors mattered sideboard card. I like it. Pretty cool sideboard card. Molder Vine Reclamation. Whenever a creature you control dies, you gain 1 life and draw a card. That's a fun card to build around. It gives you late game inevitability, especially if you're in some sort of green-blue or green-black sacrifice deck. Let's go back to Fry for a second. Fry is a sideboard card that's good against white or blue. It's interesting that they're printing so many of these sideboard cards because Arena is so popular. In Arena, people play best of 1. So in best of 1, cards like Fry, you can't put them in your deck because they do nothing against 3 of the 5 colors. So it's really interesting. Why are they putting so many of these sideboard cards in now when Arena... I mean, they have best of 3, but people play best of 1. Why are they investing so much in the sideboard cards? Very interesting idea to me. Alright, we've got the temples. All 5 temples are back, baby. Or maybe they're new temples, but I don't think so. I think they're new art on old temples. Basically, the temples, it's blah, blah, blah. It deals... you add 1 of 2 colors. They enter tapped. Oh no, they enter tapped. It stinks. Don't worry, we'll give you a little scoop of something extra. We'll give you a little sprinkle. Little icing on the cake. You scry 1. So you play this, you scry 1, you get a better card next turn, and then the turn after you've got blue or red. I already play Gates in a couple standard decks that I play, so I will be happy to put Temple in instead of the Gates. This is a welcome addition. Alright, Linea Mystica de la Abundancia. 2 green. So I'm guessing this is Leyline of Abundance. Si la Linea Mística de la Abundancia está en tu mano inicial, puedes comenzar en el juego con ella en el campo de batalla. So that's exactly what I was saying before. It's a Leyline. If you have it in your opening hand, you get to keep it on the battlefield. Siempre que gires una criatura para obtener maná, agrega un green adicional. 6 green por un contador 1/1 sobre cada criatura que controlas. So basically, this card is saying whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an extra forest or green mana additional. 6 green for each. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So, in an elf deck, it basically means tap 4 elves, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, or tap 3 elves and 2 mana. So, it's a pretty good elf card, but if you're not in a dedicated elf deck, this is kind of weak sauce. Cool. So, let's just do we'll do the 2-minute drill. Alright, we're going to give you the quick rundown. Alright, Scholar of the Ages, too expensive. This card, okay, but kind of a build me around with that artifact enchantment thing. This card, the Ebon Hand, freaking awesome. We're going to see it in all sorts of black aggro decks. This Angel, it's okay for an uncommon. It'll be like a draft winner or a sealed winner. Portal of Sanctuary, whoa, colored artifacts, man. Replica Magistralia, try to get him with 2 golems, I guess, and surprise block. That's where your value is on that one. This is the Somosarte Fedele. This is Scuttlemutt. This is the splash one. If you want to splash, take these early. Marauding Raptor, whoa, and Rage Enabler. Rotting Regisaur, quite possibly one of the craziest cards I've ever seen. 7/6, it's got a drawback. I am such a fan of them bringing back powerful cards with drawbacks, but this might even be too powerful, man. Woo, 3 turns and you kill a person? Insane. Yorok the Desecrated, this will be a pretty cool commander because it doubles enter the battlefield abilities. Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, holy crap, this is guaranteeing there's going to be a standard vampire deck. Fry, sideboard card, makes Arena scratch its head. Moldervine Reclamation, pretty cool, maybe cooler in Commander, I don't know, it's a little expensive. Gives you Inevitability. The Temples, whoa, we are going to have insane mana fixing this set because of all the mana fixing we have. And then Leyline of Abundance, it's good if there's an elf deck, bad for everything else. Alright, I've talked a lot. I've given my opinion on all the cards this week, up to this point. This is the June 19th update, and we'll see you tomorrow on June 20th and see what new spoilers they have in store. Have a good one.